Alright, my driver's side is drain is clogged, so I'm gonna go and take this stuff out. I got one bolt there, one bolt there, one bolt there. Maybe that's gonna come off. Not sure about that one or that one. Oddly, I got stuff connected to my thing right there. It looks like some sort of leveling mechanism to know how tilted the car is or how my steering wheel's turned. And I got that bolt there, and there's nothing else holding that on. So the driver's side is clogged. It takes a long time to drain out. All right, with all those bolts removed, that's the drain right there. So I don't need to take any tire off or anything like that because I could reach right up in there. My leg is almost touching it. That's the drain, and that's going to be clogged. I'm going to grab at it, and I bet it's going to... No, there's not going to be any water in it because it already emptied out. Water. Let's see if I can spill some water on myself. Oh yeah, that's clogged. That's really clogged up in there. Oh man, that's really clogged up in there. Yeah, I can feel a ton of dirt up in there. I don't feel there's supposed to be like a filter on top of that, but there ain't one on this one. All right. Okay. So I really dug my finger up in there. Mainly this one, hey buddy, and this one to clean. This one to reach in all around, pulling the dirt in. And then I was actually go up in there and grab and pull out this big clump of shit right there. This is the plug. You can just take that out. This actually had nothing in it, but all this crap was in there, clogging it up. And I also pulled out this thrusting and this clip. This metal clip. Whatever that goes. Oh, I know what this is. This must be bent. These clip like this. That's supposed to be straight. They clip on like this, and then sidewall or whatever clips into that. It's the Audi clips instead of the plastic things. But these are a pain because they fall off because they slide on. When you go to try to put your interior stuff on, you knock those out and they fall down. Real pain in the ass. Anyway, yeah, that's everything that's in there. Feels like there's some more. I might run some water to try to clean that out. But then I'm gonna have to lay in water to put that back in. OMG. I know, and I'll back the car up. I guess I should check the other side too. Alright, so I ran water through there and then check that out. Yeah, I guess there's a lot more dirt up in there. So I'm gonna have to pull that out. I'll have to check the other side. Alright, so anyway, those drains are not the sunroof. Those are the rears. Those drains are from the windshield. All I did was run water onto the windshield, and it goes down into these channels and down into there. And yes, working on cars is dirty. This is after that was all wet up in there, and me going up in there and cleaning it out. You get dirty. You don't like getting dirty? Have your mother do your shit for you. Okay, second run of water through there and clearing it out, and that hole is looking pretty damn clean. No dirt came out with it. Alright, now I just gotta put the rubber thing back on there. This is why working on cars is fun. That bolt, that nut I was putting on there and it dropped straight down. I heard dump, 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 dump. And of course, it's way the hell over there. That always happens. And in a perfect position so it's hard to see it. Anyway, that's why it's fun working on cars. Okay, on this side, which is really odd, it's dripping right there. But anyway, I gotta clear this one. I gotta take that screw off. That screw, this screw, and there's one underneath here. That one. That screw. And then I'll probably be able to see up in there. Alright, now with this off, I'm pretty much sure I see why it's dripping up higher like that. I'm pretty sure this one's clogged and it's draining way the fuck up, way up there. So that one, what do you see? It's dripping up higher, so that must mean this is full of water, and when I stick my finger in there, it's gonna come flying all out. So here we go. And to note, I'm using a T25. I was using a T20 and that was working good until I tried to do this screw underneath. I guess this one's a little more rounded, but they are T25s. Alright, I cleaned that off. There's the screws that came out of there. Yeah, yum yum. I don't even know why they use these things. Maybe so animals don't come up in there, because all these things do is just clog. And they just lock dirt in there. But I just see that hole is nice and clean now. And I just gotta put that thing back in. One other thing to mention. What the hell is it? When you put those back in, it's probably easy to just push it all the way through the hole and then pull back down slightly and it locks into place. At least that's what I did. And on this one, because I was doing the other side, this side was completely full of water, and when I pulled that out, it just completely cleaned itself out and drained. So probably when you do these, just run water onto the windshield so they fill up, and then when you pull it out, they'll just flush themselves out. I could not find any dirt in that one after pulling it out. Okay, as for those plugs, I assume they're there to stop animals from going up in there and nesting. But the funny thing is, that's all well and good and thought out. When I first got this car from its previous owner, I was looking around, looked up under these flaps, and look at that. Everybody knows what that is right there. You know what that is? That's not rust. That's mouse piss. There was a mouse nest under here. He said he'd never parked it more than a week, but there was a whole mouse nest up in there that I had to clean out. And that is your sign of mouse urine. It's a yellow hint. It's not rust, that is mouse urine. And there was mouse shit, of course. So anyway, I don't know why those plugs are there. I would just take them out, even though I put mine back in. But they really serve no purpose, except to hold dirt in. For what reason, I don't know. Alright, that's it. Oh, I forgot to mention, the tools I used was the Torx T25 and the 10mm to take that one nut off. You just got to turn the wheels. Turn the wheels, get onto the car, easy. Just reach right up there with your arm. Not that hard. Mine didn't have any white cones on the top or anything like that. It's just open area in there. It's basically this area is in there and that area, and it just fills up with water if those things clog. So anyway, and the other thing to note is, like I said, the rear sunroof leak, Audi really should do a recall that, because my car, even though I caught it like 20 gallons of water in my rear, even though I caught it and stopped major damage, I'm still having random issues. I can't have this car outside in the rain because it'll start throwing stupid codes for stupid things, and I gotta park it in the garage and let it dry down. I wonder if it had something to do with these front ones clogged up. Although it was only the driver's side that would hold the water for a while and it would drip out slowly. The left side wasn't like that. But I'm pretty sure because the amp got wet. So ridiculous. Like I said in other videos, the drain tube from the sunroof, it drains like this on top of the drain tube instead of funneling into it. It's on top, and they do like spot welding, rubber spot welding, and over time, heating and cooling in the sun, it gets all loose like this, and then the water drains down the tube instead of in the tube. And on the passenger side, down that tube, underneath that tube is your Bose amp and a bunch of other electronics, and the water starts dripping right onto it and burns it out. And then you bring it to Audi and you're like, oh, I don't know, my MMI's not turning on, my MMI's all screwed up, blah 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 blah. And they're like, oh, it's blown out, that's gonna be like $1,000. And they charge you for that, and that's bullshit, because that is a defect. Who drains stuff to the outside of a tube? That's like the dumbest shit I ever heard. Anybody ever heard of a funnel system? You funnel into the tube, into it. You funnel the water into the tube, not onto the tube. Ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, man, I still got that exhaust leak in the back there. I just can't see behind that engine. Somewhere down there, some idiot mechanic didn't tighten the bolt, and now the bolt is loose. Oh, so annoying. Anyway, all right, that's done. Those have been unclogged. Pretty simple work. You just got to reach up there and get your arm dirty. And like I said, when you're putting those back in, I didn't even look. I just pushed them up, and they went into the hole. And then I just pulled on them a little, and they snapped into place. I went and looked in the light, and they were snapped all around, right into place. So just press them into the hole and pull down on them, and they'll snap right back in. Pretty simple. Alrighty then. There's your oil filter. Well, there, the cap of it. I didn't realize that. You can look in there. Oh, by the way, if you saw my other videos, kind of my messy garage, and this puppy, yeah, that is the 1971 Scroll 300. I haven't started it in 15 years. I got a rebuild kit in the carburetor. I last screwed with this when I was a teenager, and I messed up the carb. So I got a rebuild kit sitting there waiting. Yeah, so this was it's a 71. This is the first time I ever did a design that was like that. Instead of a square square thing. It's angled like that, and then it's actually got some shocks, and it's got a track. It's got the track. I had to get new wheels for the front. Trial wheels, I broke those. Oh, 8. Anyway, the hardest thing with this is it has no primer, so I got to add a primer to it. It just sucks that it's only a 300, but that's